Watching the morning news show on CNN News 18, and I am Sriya Kundu, here to bring you all the latest developments at this hour from across the nation and around the world over the next 30 minutes. And well, at the very top of this segment, we have some more news coming in from Kashmir, wherein Kashmir's own police have slated that an encounter has started between terrorists and the army and the Baramulla police in the forward area of Uri Hatlanga in Baramulla district. Now this is happening close to the LOC in Uri. This is the information that we are getting. We have Tejinder Singh joining us on the broadcast right now to bring us more details. Tejinder, what exactly is happening in Uri right now? We hear that there is an encounter that is taking place between the terrorists and the army. Please give us more details as to what exactly is going on.
Shreya, if you remember, another encounter is on in Anantnag, wherein we have lost 3 of our brave hearts. The security forces are battling the group of dead terrorists for last 4 days. Now today, this morning, we are told that the security forces got the inputs about the presence of terrorists in a place called Hatlanga, which is close to the line of control in the Uri sector of Baramulla district. Security forces are yet to say whether this was an infiltration bid or these terrorists had already entered into our territory, because Hatlanga is the place, the village which is bang on the line of control with Pakistan. So it is yet to be confirmed whether this was an infiltration bid which has been foiled by the security forces, or these terrorists were already inside the Indian territory and were in the Hatlanga area. But we are told that the encounter right now rages on between security forces and these terrorists. The army, the Jammu and Kashmir police is on the spot, and efforts are on to neutralize these terrorists. So of late, the Pakistan side has been trying its level best to vitiate peace in the Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Just this week only, there was another encounter which took place in the Rajouri district of Jammu region, in which 2 terrorists were gunned down, and unfortunately we lost one of our braveheart riflemen, Ravi Kumar. So if you see in this week alone, this is the 3rd encounter which is raging on between security forces and the terrorists. So an attempt is being made to push in armed terrorists into the Indian side, but because of the alertness of the security forces, all those attempts by the Pakistan-based terror outfits are time and again being foiled. Yes, Shreya.
Covering the situation in Anantnag, the encounter operation that is ongoing there. Ishan, I will come to you now. Very good morning. Well, you've been relentlessly giving us all the updates from Anantnag, and right now we have just gathered information that there is another firing round that's going on in Uri right now between the terrorists and the police and the forces who are there. What exactly is the situation in Anantnag right now?
Well, you're absolutely right. At both the locations, gunfire is on. We have been hearing gunfire at regular intervals. Behind me is the exact location where in these mountains the operation is still on. We saw yesterday that a lot of fire was hit at the target where they believe that these militants could be hiding. And even yesterday when we accessed that drone footage, it clearly showed that there is a hideout where forces are targeting and trying to corner these militants. There was a movement also in that drone video which was seen and directed by security forces, and after which a specific area now is being targeted. There are a couple of locations where forces believe that they could be hiding, and that's why multiple locations are being used to target and attack. At the same time, forces have surrounded this complete area. Even if you look at that area, I'll ask my VJ to pan and show you the scenes at this particular village. You will see that security forces are on the ground. They are maintaining the tight cordon around this entire village, and the forces have stationed their vehicles and other equipment as well on the ground. We already saw yesterday how the drone has been monitoring constantly from the top to keep an eye on these militants who may try to flee from this particular hideout. But it's a very difficult terrain, not only if they are in this particular area, which seems like apparently from that particular video which has now gone out. which we yesterday brought to you, that how there is a movement happening on that particular area. It's even difficult for them to escape from here. One, because the terrain is difficult, and second, there are para of the Indian Army, and then J&K police is also there, special operation group, who are maintaining a tight cordon and a strict vigil around this particular area to ensure that they are not able to go out. Yes, this is a difficult terrain, and forces took some time to reach there. We already know that 2 armies decorated officers and one from the J&K Police's Deputy SP, who was here in charge of this particular area, had initially received bullet injuries, and later on he succumbed to his injuries. Now these, all of them 3, were those who were leading from the front, and army along with J&K police had this information about presence of militants in this particular mountain area, and that's when they swung into action, and then this particular encounter broke out. As of now, as you see on your screens, top officials from the district and other locations are also heading towards that particular encounter site, where throughout the night there has been firing going on, and when we reached here we also witnessed UBGLs being hurled, and also machine guns being used to target that particular location. So yes, there is a use of technology as well in terms of monitoring through drones, and also keeping a tight eye around that particular locality where they could be hiding. Take a look at this dense forest cover. At certain patches it may be open, but at many of these patches are covered fully with pine trees, and it becomes difficult to even navigate through them. And for forces to check their movement, there is only one way, that is through the drone, because drone gives you a third eye visual, and that is very important in this operation. Now is the 4th day of the operation. Remember, its incident took place on Wednesday, and since then it has been 4th day now this operation is going on.
Right.
Why is it
Ishan,